I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It doesn't have the large USB. Believe it. This is the problem with not being able to speak Thai. Bloody hell. It doesn't have the USB port. Or does it? This happens all the time in Thailand. You ask them a simple bloody question, does it have the two? And she said yes, and it doesn't. It just has one port. Hello guys, welcome back. This is me, Alpha Omega. Well, that's not me, but this is Alpha Omega occasionally. Do you know, that's a HUD cam. Well, it's not really a HUD cam. It's a regular camera. It's a Canon M50, and I'm talking to you on another Canon M50. But this one is mounted on a suction cup on the hood of my car. And we're going to have a look at a few things in Bangkok today. Namely, all this hype about the fuel crisis. I don't necessarily need fuel, but I'm going to go down to my local Padata and see if I can get 500 bahts worth of gasohol. That's 90% gasoline and 10% alcohol. If you're talking about me, if you're talking about my bloodstream, it's probably the other way around. Anyway, the heat is incredible. It's reflecting off the car. It's really, really hot. Another thing, in this video we were talking about the fact that Thailand is one great lie. Because I believe, and I'm not just saying about Thailand, I'm just talking about the world in general, it's all bullshit. The whole thing. They're talking about the crisis in the Middle East. I'm not saying that's not true. Of course it's true. But the impact, well, let's see if I'm wrong. Let's see if there is a queue down at Padata. Let's see how much the cost of gasoline has increased. The last time I filled up before the crisis became a crisis, it was about, what was it? About 30 baht per litre of gasohol. So let's see what it is now. And I'll leave you in the capable hands of our HUD cam until we get there. Well, as you've probably seen on the way in there is a huge difference between today, which is the 18th of March, Wednesday the 18th of March, and around about this day last week. This day last week at this time, you just go straight in and get your diesel or your gasoline. But there seems to be a lot more activity. Maybe well, there's no panic as such. What I get is gasohol 91, and that's 31.73, more or less unchanged completely. But there is a lot more activity here than there normally would be. Whoops-a-daisy. They're managing it very well actually, because I'm not waiting that long at all. So what I'll say is, and I'm not saying anyone's wrong, I'm just saying, don't believe all you hear. That's it. I mean, I'm not saying I'm broadcasting the real news, but as I always say in this channel, I tell you as it is. That's exactly it. And there doesn't seem to be any panic. There are a few more people here than normal, but I'd say that's just the way people are, you know. I'm going to get 500 baht, and it's not going to take me any longer than usual, more or less. There you go. Oh, dear God. And as I said, 31.73 for gasohol 91, 32.10 for 95. Diesel has gone down. Oh no, diesel. There's two types of diesel. I suppose one is the industrial diesel or the agricultural diesel, as we have in Ireland, is 30.49, and then your regular diesel is 43.99. Geez, that's expensive. Very smooth operation altogether, and you get a free bottle of water, by the way. If you get a full tank, I think for every 500 baht you spend, you get a free bottle of water. I'm only spending 500. the thing that gets me is the guy in front of you when he's finished sits there while he's waiting for his change. I mean, he could easily pull out and let me move in, but they just don't do that. They're not on it. Oh, he's doing it now. Oh no, maybe he's got his change. Okay, here we go. Gao noon halo in the crap. Okay, turn off the engine. Open the fucking thing. There we go. So I always get Gao noon halo, which is 91 500 baht. Gasohol 91 for 500 baht. And for that, how many litres do I get? You can see it there. Can you see it there? I don't know if you can or not. So we've got 31. Scan okay. QR okay. My me. I always scan, and she asked me, do I have my Poditol blue card? I don't have one. So let's see if we can scan this. So painless, absolutely painless. Okay. Hello. Okay, Kun Mai Ra, huh? Bad noon, Pam Ra for me. Okay. Oh dear God. Okay, here we go. Thank you. Okay, bad noon. Okay. Okay, that's done. Let's get the hell out of here. So I've just made my way to the Wow Bar. This is what, as regular viewers to the channel will know, this is my favourite haunt, or my favourite watering hole, put it that way. And I'll be watering myself here in the very near future. Actually, I wouldn't mind doing it now, because I'm absolutely stifling. So, there you are. Don't believe all you hear. There's no mad panic. That Poditol station is in central Huy Quang, in the central business district. It's really in central Bangkok. And although it was quite busy, I was in and out of there in less than 10 minutes. And there was no urgency or no anything else. A little bit of traffic management, which they never had before. A lot more people than usual, but by no means a panic. So there's nothing to get worried about when it comes to gasoline in Thailand at this moment. But you see, when I said, you know, I said it again, I said before, don't believe all you hear. Don't believe all you hear from a Thai. Thais are very honest people. It's a very honest country. It's refreshingly honest. But Thais in their culture don't tell you the truth because they always tell you what they think you want to hear. And that's a fact, and that really pisses me off, and I've said it a million times before. So it might sound like a paradox that Thailand's a very honest country and the people are very honest. But when it comes to social when it comes to relationships with Thais, they're not always truthful. Not in any malicious way, but in order to maintain their reputation. So I'm helping maintain Thailand's reputation by way of proving to you that there's nothing to worry about gasoline in Thailand. Stay with me, we're off to do something else. Well, we've made it to the street in Rashida. I hope you're enjoying the hood cam. It's absolutely stifling out there, it really is. I came here for two reasons. One, to get some gin, that's my beef eater. And secondly, to do some online work because I wanted to get out of the condo. And I only have an hour to play with before I have my next online appointment. So rather than come out, you see, here's the deal. I have to collect my son by 3 o'clock. It's now 20 past 11. I have to do an online activity at 12:15 that takes me up till 1 o'clock. So I didn't want to hang around the house or the condo until 1 o'clock and then come out and then have to do everything real quick and then go and collect my son at 3 o'clock. I said I'd come out anyway, and I'd come to the street where they have Wi-Fi access, and I have my MacBook Pro on my back, and I can get stuck into my work while I'm here and fulfill my obligation to you in continuing with our video. The thing is that I mentioned that Thais will tell you anything to keep you happy, and it's so goddamn true. A lot of fellas, by the way, have mentioned in my last video, when I mentioned I went to Sapang Kwai Buffalo Bridge, roughly translated as, and they said that they were concerned about the fact that my wife calls me Buffalo. Well, she does. She does it all the time. It's complete disrespect. But then again, she loves me. But she loves me under her own condition. And it's very, very conditional, let's say. And I'm prepared to put up with it because I love her. And I love my son, primarily. And this is another thing. She does that all the time. She tells me lies just to save face. Just so as, for example, no, I can't go into too many private details, but I'll just say that there's a crucial thing coming up for me and I need to get it sorted, but I need her help. And when I asked her this morning when we could address that, she said, not now, don't talk now. She actually more than that, don't make a fuss. Babao cha-cha, babao cha-cha. So she tells me what she thinks I want to hear, and well, I do want to hear that. If she thinks it's babao cha-cha, it's babao cha-cha. I got to find my workstation first, and then I go and find me gin. Once I find my workstation, I can relax and buy me gin, and then come back to my workstation and do me online. And I'll let you into a little bit of my private life as well, working online. You'll see what I do, to a degree. Anyway, now to find the workstation. This is an absolutely wonderful place, it really is. You could while away the hours here and not feel the time passing. Well, I've rendered myself into a state of limbo. I found a place with Wi-Fi, but not in the street. I've had to come into Big C. The two adjoin each other. And it's Amazon Cafe, the Amazon coffee crowd, and they have Wi-Fi. But my online appointment isn't until another 35 minutes. So I've got time to kill. I don't want to buy me coffee just yet, because if I buy me coffee now, I'll have gone through that coffee and started another coffee by the time I have my online appointment. So I'm at a loose end. So I don't want to eat at them. I don't want to drink at them. But I want to buy me Beefeater. But they don't have Beefeater here. They have Beefeater in the street. But the reason I came over here was to secure a Wi-Fi location before it became too late, if you know what I mean. I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'll have a cup of coffee and talk to you. That's what I'll do. Sure, what else can I do? Sure, what else would I be doing? You're the only reason I'm here. So I found a place where I can boogie. 2 hours of Wi-Fi. There you go. Wonderful. So I can have my coffee. By the way, when you come to Amazon, they give you a receipt with your number on it. Can you see that there? I don't know if you can. About 53 is mine. So I think they're on 52 at the moment, so they'll call me out. So I can undo. I feel very yuppie-ish doing this. 61 years old and I'm embracing the new way of working, huh? Intercontinental, you know? I never did this when I lived in Ireland. I was never as advanced when I lived in Ireland. Do I plug this in anywhere? There's no bloody PowerPoint. That's me. Ah, Sam, that's me. 1 second. Video. Thank you. There are PowerPoints over there. Anyway, I get stuck into this. Absolutely. So I've got all my paraphernalia, everything I need. It's amazing. Isn't life wonderful like this? You can come out of an afternoon or a morning in this case. I can bring my camera and I can make a YouTube video. I can bring my computer and I can do my online activities while having a cup of coffee and access the internet remotely. It's something we take for granted. I tell you, of all the things about Thailand, of all the negative things you might hear, and who else was it that said it? A friend of mine on YouTube said it the other day, that Wi-Fi access in Thailand, or the actual Wi-Fi in Thailand, is second to none. It's absolutely top notch. That's top notch as well. You didn't see it. I wouldn't like to swing the camera around because that would be rude. Oh, hang on a second. I'd murder a gin right now, do you know that? Now to test me Wi-Fi to log on. You get 2 hours in Amazon Coffee. There you go, 2 hours Wi-Fi. That is more than generous. I know places where you get just the hour and that's the end of it, but 2 hours is good for me. And he said here your Wi-Fi is here, but I don't see it. Oh, password, yeah, he has it here. So it's a couple of minutes later. I've managed to log on to the internet, but as you're probably aware, when you log on to the internet in places like this, it'll ask you to validate your identification, i.e. your national ID number, or in the case of Irish citizens, we don't have a national ID number because we're a free country. So then it asks you, if you haven't got a national ID number, you key in your passport number, which I did. Then you have to key in your full name. And then it gives you an hour. But he said 2 hours, they said 2 hours, and it gives me an hour. But one thing I learned today is that Amazon Coffee is part of the Podata gas station group. So we were in Podata gas station earlier on, and by pure chance, we're back in Podata because PTT is one of the largest petrochemical companies, if not the largest petrochemical company in Thailand. Fantastic company, it really is. No wonder Amazon have outlets in Podata gas stations because they're part of the same. Did you know that? Well, if you didn't, you do now, because that's what it says. Welcome to Podata. That's what it is. I'm going to be 95% through my online activity before I lose the internet, but I can just switch to my phone, which is something I'd rather not do, but I'm going to have to. Anyway, I've got 15 minutes to play with. The battery in the computer, it seems to be okay. The PowerPoints are over there by the wall, so there's no PowerPoints here. None that I see. Nope. I wish I was prepared. I'm not stressed at all. Right, guys, I've just started my online activity and I'm talking to one of my valued supporters in the Czech Republic. He's a very loyal subscriber to the channel, and I'll leave it at that and I'll join you when I'm finished. Okay. So that was wonderful. I hope to see you again tomorrow.
Okay, thank you so much, and have a nice day.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.
And see you tomorrow.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye. So, I've just concluded my online activity. God, I am so tired. I've been here for most of the morning. In 5 minutes, I will have been sitting here for an hour and 15. God, time flies. Let's move on, move up, and move out. It's now 2 minutes past 1, and I think I've overstayed my welcome. One thing about the Wi-Fi here, lads, it's okay for browsing, but it's not okay for live chat, because there's too many people using it. That's the problem with it. Anyway, I'm going to pack up my computer and I'm going to get myself away. 1 second. There we are. And Who knows where we'll end up next? I think I'm going to buy myself a bottle of gin. I think I deserve that after all that. That took it out of me because the signal was so bad. I had to use my phone, and my headphones were connected to my phone for audio out, but it was also connected to the phone for audio in, and the other person couldn't hear me properly because, you know, if you've ever used a microphone for headphones, you know exactly what I mean. So look, I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I'm here, and I'm going to get myself some tonic water, because you can't get Beefeater here, but you can get tonic water, and you can get Beefeater in the street in Foodland, but you can't get tonic water. So there you go. I'm committed to enjoyment, and I'm committed to your enjoyment. So I've got me Beefeaters. I'm run off my feet. I've got exactly 35 minutes to go get Harry, and when I get him, then I got 35 minutes before my next online appointment, and I'm still going, lads. This is one way to keep yourself busy in Thailand. There's no doubt about it. You got to keep yourself busy. And again, remember, I'm not trying to cast any kind of aspersions, or I'm not trying to cast any shadow over Thai society at all. When I say they're not being honest with you, it's because they want what they think is best for you. It's with the very best intentions, and it's not dishonesty, it's just saving face, but it drives me bloody well mad. Anyway, I'll be more than driven mad if I don't get home quick. Don't break that. Okay, are we on? Are we on? We're on. Okay, here, you hold it, you got it. So it's the next day, and this is like Groundhog Day. I'm back in Big C, but we didn't intend to come here. We intend to go to the street, which is next door. That's where I bought me Beefeater yesterday in part 1 of this video. But you see, the street isn't open till 11. It's now 10:30, and as you can see, I'm here with Harry. Harry didn't go to his summer camp today because the schools are closed. He's on summer camp, but he didn't go to summer camp today. Okay, good. But basically, his mother made that decision for me, that he was staying home today, and I was to bring him to this play area in, I can't even speak. The reason I can't even speak is because I had a face full of Beefeater yesterday. I ended up down the well bar last night. I brought me Beefeater with me. Harry, just let me speak. I brought me Beefeater with me. And Harry, if you don't stop it, we're not going to the play area. Please, let me just do this. I brought me Beefeater with me in the well bar, and this is what they do for you. Bring your own bottle, and they charge you 200 baht. I think it's about 200, 220, I'm not too sure, but around 200 baht. And they just provided the ice and the tonic water, and the total bill came to 250 or something like that. Amazing. But I was absolutely out of me game, as we say in Ireland. There's lots of ways we describe being drunk in Ireland. But anyway, this is the deal. Not only does she not tell me the honest truth, not only am I called a buffalo, but she makes the decisions for me. And this is the consequence of her decision. Is that right, Harry? So we're standing here at Potato Corner. Potato Corner is a Singaporean franchise, and they do flavoured fries. You can't hear Harry properly because he's not wearing the mic. Yeah.
Thanks for 115 subscribers.
Oh yeah, Harry has a channel with 115 subscribers. I'll include a link in the description. But Harry likes his Potato Corner stuff. He gets, I think, cheesy flavoured fries. For me, I'm just saying, for me, it's not to my taste at all. I like flavoured fries, of course I do, but it's not. This is not for me. This is not for me. I want to go upstairs and get something to eat. Did you ever look after a 7-year-old? Try to provide entertainment for a 7-year-old? Did you?
What did you say?
I said, I'm asking the lads, did they ever try to provide entertainment for a 7-year-old? Anyway, we shall reconvene. We shall reconvene. So, while we're waiting for the street to open, I thought it'd be a good idea to get something to eat because I haven't had that to eat all day. Well, it's all day. It's 11 o'clock. But I only ate once yesterday. And I noticed this morning when I went to tighten my belt that the notch that it was bulging in yesterday, I bypassed it. I actually lost inches off my waist. Well, not inches, but I did. I have a fast metabolism. Whoops a daisy. Yeah. So I have a fast metabolism and I don't get hangovers. I had 3/4 of a bottle of gin last night. Didn't finish drinking until 1 o'clock this morning. I was up at 7:30 because she was going to work. And now I'm here at 10 to 11, having my breakfast with my son. Whew. When I say I don't get hangovers, I don't feel 100%, but I don't feel in any way incapacitated. That's the first thing I've had other than alcohol since breakfast yesterday. And I went for this chicken. It's boiled and crispy chicken. There it is there. And I drown it in that sauce because that's the way I like it. Who said it? That's the way I like it, baby. I don't want to live forever. So, Harry's here beside me. After this, we're going to adjourn to the play area in the street. And that will be purgatory for me. I'll enjoy this, and I hope you're enjoying the video. And make sure, lads, if you can at all, do what these guys have done. You can help me out and buy me a coffee. You know, I love bringing you these videos, and it gives me great pleasure, and I hope you get pleasure from it too. But to help me out, you can buy me a coffee, because every video costs money. It does. And you can, if you want. So all you got to do is click the link below or scan the QR code. I really appreciate it. I'm going to get stuck into this. We'll reconvene in the street. If you ever wanted to repent for your sins, bring your 7-year-old to a play centre. It doesn't matter what part of the world you're in, they're all the bloody same. You sit here, you pay over the odds for food and drink because you can't bring food in, but we did, no one stopped us. So I got 2 hours just to sit here. 300 baht, 290 baht. They don't do 1 hour, it's all 2 hours. And if you're wondering why I'm putting the earpods in upside down, the shape of my ears, they're more secure this way. Well guys, it's day 3. And I can tell you something, I've never made a video like this before over 3 days. It's never happened before. I couldn't finish this video yesterday because I was in the play area with Harry for the morning. Before that, as you saw, we got something to eat. Then we went to the play area. Then I had online activities to do that took me from 1 p.m. all the way through till 11 p.m. last night, taking care of my son while she was off at some office do or whatever. So, not taken away from her for one moment, by the way. She wouldn't have gone unless she had to. She loves the bones of that child. Anyway, it's Friday and I'm happy, but I'm going to show you this. This is a dual fan system. It cost me about $10 on Lazada.com and it's USB. I could have got the cigarette lighter one. They sell them down in the market down in Wig Wang, but the cigarette lighter in my car wasn't working and I didn't want to take the chance of buying one of them, so I said I'd get the USB because I have a USB port. But guess what? The USB port in my car and your car is not meant for charging. It's for data transfer. That's why when you plug in your phone to charge in the USB port in your car when it's at 2% and you drive for an hour and after an hour it's at 3%. That's the reason. So I had to go and buy an adapter, a cigarette lighter adapter with a USB on it. Put it into cigarette lighter. Anyway, it didn't work. There was a penny stuck down it. I priced it out with a with a screwdriver and fucked it up. Anyway, look, I don't smoke, so it doesn't make any difference. So I've come up with a solution. How do I get my car fans to work if the USB doesn't do it, hasn't got the power, and the cigarette lighter thing doesn't work either? Well, here's the answer: a power bank. And you're wondering, why am I so determined to have fans in my car? The reason: I like to drive with the window open. I just like to do it. I like the feeling. And I don't want the aircon on when I'm doing that, because I think the motor, it overworks the motor, whatever it may be. And I've always wanted to have a fan in my car. It's only $10. What the heck? It's a bit of fun. But anyway, this is day 3. And this is a super detailed, long video. I didn't expect it to go like this. But I feel good. It's Friday. And normally on a Friday, I'd be talking about buying gin. There's about a third of a bottle of gin in the fridge. I'm not inclined to even think about it at the moment, because I had such a face full on Wednesday and I don't want to be doing that. There might be some beer low as we go up to Pontootin each night. Anyway, I'm going to go off and buy this. I'm not going to bore you with the details. I'm going to buy this, buy the power bank. I'm not going to bore you with those details, but we will plug it in and set it up in the car, and we'll see what happens. You might think I'm stupid going around with the windows open. I just prefer, not all the time, but a lot of the time, to have the window open and have the breeze blowing in my face. There you go. Oh, by the way, if you have the, you know, the recycle air in your car, if you have that on, obviously it's recycling the air in your car, your carbon monoxide count shoots up. I saw a video on YouTube about that today. I never even realised that. Well, here's the setup, lads. This thing is now secured to the top of the dash with double-sided sticky stuff, very powerful sticky stuff. They angle left, right and centre, right? So you can see, sorry about any glare there, the USB is plugged in, but it doesn't work. And my cigarette lighter adapter, it doesn't work. The element has gone on that, and there was a penny stuck down there for God knows how long. Prized it out yesterday, and I think it damaged, or had been damaged. There's another port, for those of you who are ready to correct me, there's another 12 volt port here, but that, I don't know if you can see it there, but that had blue tack or something in it. Harry put something in it. We prized it out and it just doesn't work. So that's me 12 volt adapter here, or me 12 volt outlet here, and I presume that's 12 volts as well. They're not working. So we're going to Big C to buy me power bank. I'm not going to bore you with the details, because we're in this is Groundhog Day number 3 days in a row in Big C. I might get me breakfast there, but I won't share that with you because you've already seen me do that, and God knows I don't want to be repetitive. Anyway, let's get the hell out of here and get ourselves sorted. I'll be as happy as can be if I can get this done with the power bank. There you go. By the way, there's always a solution. There's always a solution. I mean, I failed on that, I failed on that, and I failed on the USB, but there's always a solution. There you go. See you in a bit. Okay, so I just got back. Well, I'm in Big C. I said I'd spare you the details, but I just bought this power bank, 1,590 baht. Whatever, $45 or whatever. Normally when I buy power banks, when I have bought power banks in the past, hang on, I've gone for the cheaper option. This one is a Hocco, H-O-C-O, Hocco. I'll turn off the light there. There is the Hocco. I've bought Hocco products before, headphones to be precise, and they're absolutely fantastic. They do exactly what they're supposed to do. So this is a 2-in-1 Hocco, and the model number is a 200C power bank with cables. Anyway, but this is a class product, and I'm going to see, does it work? And I'm going to see, does it render my fans into a workable condition? So as I said before, I've never actually spent this much money on a power bank, but this product's a B11, that's what it is. B11, if you can see that there. Hocco service, there we are. Hocko Service 2-in-1. Wonderful product. Well, let's see, does it do the job? I asked her in my broken Thai, does it have USB-C and the big USB? I don't know what it's called. USB-A, is it? And she assured me that it has, or it had. So, God, this is nerve-wracking. This is nerve-wracking. I've spent more on the power bank than I actually spent on the device itself. Jesus Christ Almighty. She will kill me. This is very elaborate. So you get a wall adapter, two-prong plug. You get a little carry bag, okay? And you get your instructions. But if all else fails, lads, you know yourself. Okay. So here we are. There's the deal. There it is there. 27, is it 27? 27 watt, there you are. 20, turn that off. That light is causing me havoc. So you can see it there. 27 watt power bank. Hocko. And it reminds me of a MacBook because you can do that. And I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It doesn't have the large USB. I don't believe it. This is the problem with not being able to speak Thai. Bloody hell. It doesn't have the USB port. Now that's a bummer. That's an absolute bummer. This happens all the time in Thailand. You ask them a simple bloody question. Does it have the 2? And she said yes, and it doesn't. It just has one port. No, it's a great product. It's a great product. But I'm going back into her. Bloody hell, lads. Bloody hell. Where's my phone? So I've said it before and I'll say it again. Thai customer service is second to none. It was her mistake because I did ask her, did it have song, yai, lek? And she said yes, but it didn't. So she exchanged it even though it was out of the packaging. Straight away, no quibble. And she said this one was 300 baht cheaper, or 200 baht cheaper. So she said, choose what you want. So I got myself a cable. So thank God for that. But this is the thing about speaking Thai. You've got to be damn sure. And I'm kicking myself for that. It wasn't the end of the world anyway. Because you can get a small to big adapter. I've got loads of them at home. I didn't even think of that actually. Anyway, but this is better. This is a dual system. God almighty, I didn't expect today to turn into a drama. I mean that about Thai customer service. It's absolutely second to none. You'd be hard pressed, I swear to God, you'd be hard pressed to go through all that exchange business elsewhere. Anyway, there we go. We've got our large port, and this particular product is an A11. There it is there, if you can see it in the glare, A11. Hocko Service 2-in-1. A11, wonderful product. And we have our 2 ports, and again, like the Mac, you've got your little 2-prong plug coming out there, and you've got your lightning cable and your USB-C there. So let's see if this is already charged and does it work. It does. Bingo! God almighty, and it's so convenient. It's so ultra. Does it fit in there? No, it doesn't. It'll rest down there. That is absolutely fan-dabby-dozy. Do you know something? I feel so relieved because I didn't need that power bank really to charge phones or anything like that, because we're using the wall sockets, but I couldn't have justified spending that much money just on a power bank if I wasn't going to utilize the facility of the fans in the car. And you know something, it's times like this that you need a friend, if you make a mistake like that. And I just want to draw your attention to one of the best friends of this channel, is Thai Date VIP. on Thai Date VIP. By the way, Thai Date VIP is a reputable website run by a friend of mine from France who lives in Hoi Hin. And we've been acquainted with each other for the past 3 years, and many guys who have watched my videos have met their future wives and girlfriends on Thai Date VIP. Thai Date VIP, click the link below, you won't go wrong. Register and see what happens. You might meet a very good friend indeed. I consider you guys my friends, I really do, I really do. You've seen me in my explosive frustration that this could have been gone wrong, but that's a very good power bank. It's what is it? It's a 20 watt. It's a 20 watt. That's why it was cheaper than the other one. The other one was a 30 watt. But a 20 watt power bank should keep us in business for a while. And the rest. You know what? I am excited and delighted. Absolutely. And you got a wall adapter. You can do that and you can slide in your wall adapter. See? I don't know if you can see that. You can slide in the wall adapter. Wonderful. We're at 65. I presume that's percent. It gives you the reading there. 65. I'm very, very impressed with that. That's the dog's bollocks of a power bank. And it's doing the job for me. So there's more than one way to skin a cat. Check my finances after that. And we're at, where are we now? $1,590 baht, 1,600 baht. Yeah, 1,600 baht for that. But sometimes some things are well worth it, and that's well worth it. I have me fans, lads. I have me fans. It's wonderful. I can drive with the window open. Hey, I'm off to get me breakfast. Happy Friday. It seems to be that more and more places are playing music, more restaurants in Bangkok are playing music when you're trying to eat. It's pleasant, but it's not very pleasant when you're trying to shoot a video. That's why I couldn't have the audio on there. That was lovely. There was chicken and rice, and it was 65 baht with the Coke. I mean, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. I overspent these 3 days. I have spent quite a bit of money compared to what I would normally spend. And if you go back to the start, to day one, the bottle of gin was the guts of 1,000 baht, plus all the rest of it that day. Yesterday with Harry was 2,000 baht, all in. That's 3,000, that's $100. And today so far, we're in for about $50. That's 1,500 baht, give or take. And it's not even over yet. It's not even started yet. It's only 11:10. I've got to go to Harry's school concert at 12:30, 12:30, because she can't go because she's working. She just seems to think that because I work from home, that she can just tell me what to do and where to go whenever she feels like it. And she does. It just so happens that today I can do it. If it was yesterday, I wouldn't have been able to do it because I was swamped. But I had Harry all day yesterday anyway. Anyway, you have me, your on-the-spot reporter, bringing it to you as it is every other day from Bangkok, Thailand. If you've enjoyed this, lads, make sure if you haven't done so already, click the like, the share and subscribe button. Do all those wonderful things. and I'll bring you back another wonderful video very soon. I've satisfied an itch buying the fans for the car. To be honest with you, are they that effective? Kinda, yeah, they are. They're effective. But it's more of it was an aspiration. And you might say, my aspirations are very low. Yes, they are. Anyway, lads, come back and join me again for another wonderful video. See you again soon.